Good evening, Thunderbird fans. It's playoff time. We welcome you to the NSA first-round matchup of the number 7-seeded home team Bellevue West Thunderbirds versus the number 10 seed Papillion-La Vista South Titans. Both teams are 6-3 and are from the A2 district. And they have something else in common. They faced each other last week. Well, and that resulted in a Bellevue West 42-20 victory. My name is Jeremy Block. I'll be handling the play-by-play for this first-round matchup. Let me introduce you to my partner in the booth providing the color commentary, the State of Nebraska's American Choral Directors Association 2021 Most Outstanding Award Choral Master winner, Mr. Bellevue West's own, Mr. A.J. Reimer.
Jeremy, it's exciting to be in the booth with you again. It's exciting to get to host another playoff for the Bellevue West Thunderbirds. And this is, the start of ring season, right? This is the regular season is important for everybody, of course, for seeding and to feel out your team. But this is where it all gets started. The Bellevue West has been looking forward to this night and hopefully for them the consecutive 3 nights after this to march all the way to Lincoln and cap it off with a championship ring. Just another one for Coach Huffman. But, of course, like you said, Papillion South is hoping for the same thing too.
Yeah, and around here at John A. Feynman Field, we call it migrating season as they make their migration from John A. Feynman Field down to Memorial Stadium for that date in November for that championship game hopeful attempt here. And they're going to have a tough bracket to get through.
Absolutely.
Right now, Bellevue West is the number 7 seed. If they win tonight and if it holds chalk, Gretna, the number 2 seed, will host them next week.
And Bellevue West would have to go to Gretna, something that for 3.5 quarters, they looked really darn good going and playing in Gretna. But, of course, Gretna got a little hot with the quarterback and figured some things out. So, one thing at a time, of course. But when's the last time, Jeremy, you remember us calling a Bellevue West football team that is the 7th seed going into the playoffs and having 3 regular season losses?
Not in our little short career here.
Correct.
It hasn't happened. And that's just to show you how the playoff bracket works. Because right now you're facing your A2 district foe in Papillion-La Vista South. If you win and Gretna wins, you face your A2 district champion winner in Gretna.
And a very real possibility, whoever comes after that potentially would be a team you've already faced. It could be something that Bellevue West, if they win out, could face every team for the second time. So interesting thing, and especially when you play on any level, when you play the same team 2 weeks in a row, it's always, interesting to see how you anticipate that second week. Do you stick with what worked the first time? Do you change it up? Do you try and, hide some things, mask some things to confuse your opponent? It'll be interesting to see what Bellevue West does and interesting to see what Papillion does as well.
And it's interesting to think that your crosstown rival Bellevue East with that loss last week actually hurt you based on your strength of schedule and the number of teams that your opponents win for wild card points, because there was a chance that Bellevue West could have been the 6th seed instead of North Platte based on that Bellevue East win.
Right. There was a chance. It was looking for a while like Bellevue West was going to have to play Creighton Prep for the opening round. Not that I don't know who I'd rather play. It's 2 tough teams right there.
Right. And then, Creighton
and I was sad for Bellevue East. I was hoping they would have won and had a chance here in the playoffs as well. They had a great year for them.
Sure. And then, Creighton Prep has to go all the way out to North Platte. So you're looking at a team in North Platte that plays well at home and hosting one of your foes that hopefully that you don't necessarily have to play again down the road.
Right. Absolutely right. Well, I'm excited to see Bellevue West come out tonight. The players are a confident group. But as every team is at this point of year, there's injuries. There's some, dings here and there. It's, we have our starting lineup, and we'll see who actually comes out and starts and then how long everybody plays. The goal, of course, is to win and keep everybody healthy tonight.
So when you look at it, it's a 58-degree night, and it
is
is
gorgeous.
The end of October.
Perfect.
It is Halloween weekend.
That's right.
And this isn't typical football weather, because you remember last year in that state semifinal game how cold it was.
I don't want to go back to that.
Eventually another 3 weeks down the road. It's just amazing to me how the fall football season works out. We were up here in shorts and T-shirts for game one, and now here we are. Everybody's bundled up. You see, stocking caps and heavier coats, and that's just how it works here. And it just feels like playoff season. It's a holiday here in Nebraska.
Yeah, absolutely right. And for a team like Bellevue West that likes to air it out, they have so many offensive weapons and skills at every position. The fact that it is not raining, the fact that it is not freezing is definitely going to play to their advantage when it gets a little bit farther into the season and temperatures continue to drop. Well, that air attack kind of slows down a little bit.
And we welcome in the Papillion-La Vista South, and we'll go through their defensive starters here real quick. Number 40 on the defensive line is Ben Schaefer. And number 52 is Matthew Thompson. Number 91 is Aiden Barnby. Number 93 is Josh Myers. That's the defensive line. Linebackers, number 5, Kalen Connor. Number 23, Broden Ball. And the defensive backs are number 3, Owen Frederick. Number 4, Nate Weichel. Number 20, Ty Jelonic. Number 30, Aiden Payne. And number 43, Trace Marco. So they run that 4-2-5 defense. And it's just something you don't normally see, but here they are running it against Bellevue West because they want 5 defensive backs on the field when you got all that speed.
Yeah, absolutely. Papillion South is going to hope to slow down the potent offense of Bellevue West, pardon me, and try to kind of gunk it up, right? They've got some tough kids on both lines, offensive and defensive for Papillion South, and they're looking to make this a drawn-out game, get it into the fourth quarter, and have a chance to kind of push back a little bit. And, Bellevue West has had a tendency in the past to, occasionally start off sluggish for the first quarter or two, and Papillion South has a real opportunity to come out here and prove that they belong quickly.
As we're getting ready here to go, Bellevue West is actually going to receive. Papillion-La Vista South won the toss, chose to defer their choice to the second half. Bellevue West will get the ball first. Every game we've called this year, Bellevue West has had the ball first, as Papillion-La Vista South is getting ready to kick it off. Number 24, Christian Campbell's the kicker. He's a junior, 6 foot, 140 pounds. He's going to kick it back to Isaiah McMorris and Davon Hall back here in the backfield.
That's a pretty good group, duo of players for Bellevue West to return. Who do you kick it to? Do you kick it away from Davon Hall? I wouldn't. Do you kick it away from McMorris? Well, you're in trouble there, too.
So as we're getting ready to start this NSAA Class A first-round matchup here between Papillion-La Vista South and the Bellevue West Thunderbirds, we're getting ready here to go. 12 minutes to go here in the first quarter. You are listening to the Thunder Beat as we've covered all the home football games for you this year. And kick is off, and we got this one underway. It is a onside kick, and it does not go 10 yards. The kicker, number 24, falls on the ball, and it only went about 8 yards.
Yeah, it was nice enough attempt. If he would have had just a little bit more mustard, would have had a chance to make a play on the ball, but didn't kick it far enough. You have to go 10 yards, of course, and it only went 8.
So here comes the offense led by Waller, Luring, Schweiss, Kuzman, and Schrader on the line. McMorris, Davon Hall, Ben Goodwater, Caden Echternach, C.J. Goff is the starter at running back tonight, and number 10, the junior quarterback, Danny Kalen. As Kalen pitches the ball forward to number 3, Isaiah McMorris, he goes ahead for a first down and more. He's going to get 15 yards on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, excellent. Number 42 of Papillion South came in looking to make a tackle, and McMorris made the right cut back inside, and instead of getting stopped for a loss of 1, picked up 15.
Number 5, Kylan Connor gets credit for the tackle on McMorris as Kalen throws the ball out to number 5, Davon Hall. Makes a little shifty move. He's still on his feet. He's growing across the field. He's going to get, oh my goodness, Isaiah McMorris with a wonderful block, and it will be a touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown. Second play from scrimmage from these Thunderbirds. They go 43 yards on that play to Hall as he crosses from the left side of the field all the way to the right.
So any concerns about Bellevue West starting off sluggish are quickly answered. Unbelievable. And both of those plays had Papillion South being in the right position to make a play. Just Bellevue West outplayed them.
And number 41, Mr. Ian Shepard, comes on for the kick, and it is...
Ian!
in for the point after touchdown. 11 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. 2 explosive plays on offense is all the Thunderbirds need, and it is a 7-0 ball game.
So the concern all week long is Bellevue West overconfident? Is Bellevue West, maybe overlooking some things? Are they going to be physical enough against this Papillion South team? That block by Mick Morris was probably the best block I've seen yet this year. You think that's trying to set a tone?
Absolutely.
Goodness.
That was what they call a D-cleater. It was incredible.
Totally clean, right? It was a good football play.
Faced him up, and he totally smashed him.
Yeah.
You'll see that on Twitter tomorrow. You'll see faux Coach Woodard maybe posting one of those here.
Check out my guy. Mick Morris.
Wow.
So now Papillion South
has
a chance to answer here. Look for them to try to go maybe a little bit slower, although if they get a chance to score in 2 plays, I'm sure they won't complain.
So Ian Shepard will kick the ball off here, and the defense for the Thunderbirds will come out to defend for Papillion-La Vista South, trying to keep them from going to the south end zone and reaching the pay dirt. As Shepard kicks the ball on a squib kick, and it is going to go out of bounds. It will be a penalty. We'll come out to the 35-yard line for a free kick out of bounds.
So I saw a second flag come out as well, but I wonder if they're just agreeing on the out of bounds.
They were both on this side.
Yeah.
They're both line judges, so they both have to throw their flag.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Do they have to concur?
They concurred. It was very clear that
the
ball went out of bounds.
It just seems like both of them throwing flags.
Isn't
Overkill.
that Mr. Rolfs who fielded the ball over there?
Oh, Mr. Rolfs, our Capitan. Shouts to you, Principal Rolfs.
So the ball will go to the 35-yard line as the offense for Papillion-La Vista, the Titans, comes out. And number 7, Schuler, hands the ball off to number 3.
Looks like, number 3, or
no,
number 2.
Sorry.
Devin Jones.
Yep, Devin Jones, and he's been the guy for them, the leader on their offense as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, 6 feet, 210 pounds. It's a big back that is going to get the carry a lot of the times tonight. They're going to lean on him.
So Schuler is in the backfield, kind of a pistol formation with him right next behind you. And another run from number 2, Devon Jones, and he'll go ahead for another 6 yards. So 2 positive plays on the ground, and they got 16 yards to pay for it.
Yeah, good vision by Jones early on, right? It was an inside draw, and he was able to bounce it out to the outside, pick up 5. Looks like 6, I'm sorry. West defense is just trying to feel out, see what new wrinkles are put in from last week, if any.
So the defense of Hudick, Campbell, Ames, Remmert, Bullion, Jacob Meyer, Alex Nichols, Davon Hall, Whitfield, Jenkins, and Stano are the starters for Bellevue West on defense. The ball is handed off again to Jones, and
there you go.
He gets a stop nowhere. So it will be a no gain on that run right there by number 2.
Jamarian Campbell came in to make the tackle, but it was held up by number 7, Eric Evans Jr., was able to hold him up long enough, and I guess they gave the tackle to Alex Nichols there. But there's a size advantage or disadvantage for Evans, and he played pretty tough there.
Absolutely, to keep them at 3rd and 4 to go here as the Bellevue West crowd is pleading to get into this. And the Flock squad tonight, is as there is a pre-snap penalty. It looks like it's going to be a false start. It will be false start against the Titans. So we'll put them at 3rd and 9 to go.
You mentioned the Flock squad. It is costume night here for Bellevue West. It is the spooky season of Halloween. So the kids, I'm happy to say, made appropriate choices for their costumes.
And it is kind of cold here tonight, so most of them are covered up their costumes with coats.
Yeah, it's cold Ghost as opposed to just Ghost.
Nice.
Cold Harry Styles, not just Harry Styles.
So 3rd and 9 to go, and maybe we'll see the first pass attempt tonight from Sam Schuler as there will be a timeout on the field. We'll go for our first timeout read. We'd like to remind our viewers to check out the thunderbeat.org for news, features, and entertainment coverage of Bellevue West and the Bellevue Offutt community.
What a great website.
You can follow at the Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram to get our latest website updates, such as photo galleries of sporting events, music and movie reviews, and feature stories about teachers and students. This week, we launched a new podcast, Beck and Fletcher's World of Sports. So head to thethunderbeat.org and check out the podcast, all our new content. If you like what you see, consider donating the program through the donation link on our website.
You know, the other day, Jeremy, I wasn't feeling good. I thought it was a stomach issue, perhaps a headache. I realized I hadn't checked the Thunderbeat yet that day, and once I logged in, I just all of a sudden felt a lot better. It's a great website.
Great. As we go here, 3rd and 9 to go. The first third down the Bellevue West defense has had to face tonight, or earned in that situation, as the ball is handed off to Jones, and he will be stopped for a 1-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 8 to go. The ball on the 47-yard line. We'll see what Papillion-La Vista chooses to do, and they're bringing out the punt team.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Played it safe there. You know, those runs in the first quarter end up paying dividends oftentimes in the fourth quarter, but judging by the speed that Bellevue West offense had, maybe potentially a too safe of a call right there.
The Titans are coming out with punter number 89, Caden Frederick. He's a senior, 6'4", 205, and the ball just barely almost gets over his head, the 6'4" frame, and he's waiting for the punt to kick off the ball. Now, the entire Titans punt coverage unit is there because nobody pressured the punter, so he took his time, let his coverage unit get down there, and there was no return. Yeah,
if there was zero pressure put on the punt from Bellevue West, so he was able. And then, fortunate of Bellevue West that he did not try to run because he had some green. It was maybe looking back on that, he might be able to pick that up.
So the ball is downed at the 14-yard line. So Bellevue West, Kalen and company will come out from their own 14 on the shadow of their own goal line and getting ready to go here. 8 minutes, 27 seconds in the first quarter. As Kalen steps back, and he's going to he's still scrambling. He's going to go ahead for maybe a positive yard or two.
Looks like they gave him 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 1. Yeah, it's smart move. Kalen, of course, isn't known for running often. He has the ability to do so, but good coverage downfield, just nothing open for Bellevue West on that play.
So this is Bellevue West's second drive. It starts off with a 1-yard gain. So it'll be second and a long 9. We won't even call it 9. A long 9 to go as Kalen hands the ball off to number 24, C.J. Goff, and he is in. He'll get a first down on the second down play. He'll pick up the first.
Yep, great hole by the Thunderhogs there, big enough to easily accelerate through. Goff, I love watching his running style. He's tough, but he's quick and elusive as well.
And Goff is filling in for the injured starter, Gio Contreras, as Kalen on first down almost has the ball intercepted by number 3 on the defense, Owen Frederick.
Yeah, Owen Frederick. I wonder if Danny didn't see him there on top because he was just waiting.
Yeah, he was throwing to Bellevue West number 3, Isaiah McMorris. So we had 3 covering 3 on that play. As Kalen, a second down and 10 to go here from the 25-yard line, hands the ball off to Goff. No, he keeps it himself, I'm sorry, and he goes ahead for 6.
Yeah, a designed quarterback run there. Again, we don't see that very often, but the confusion was enough to pick up 5 or 6 there.
So it'll be Bellevue West's first third down attempt tonight. It's 3rd and 3 to go as he spreads out the defense. There's 4 wide receivers out wide, and C.J. Goff to his right. He will hand the ball off to C.J. Goff. C.J. picks up the first down.
Yeah, powers through just enough. Needed 3, got 4. But you live to see another first down.
Number 40, Ben Schaefer for the Titans on the tackle there of C.J. Goff. So first down, and Bellevue West has a new set of downs here to go as they're marching northward here at Feynman Field. Kalen keeps it himself. He's going to pick up another first down, about 12 yards on the first down design quarterback run.
There we go, another one. He took a good shot from number 40, Ben Schaefer. Papillion South is happy to do that, sure. You keep running, we'll keep taking some shots on you, Danny.
6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. 7-0 here at John Feynman Field in the first round playoff of the Class A playoff bracket as he hands the ball off to number 24, C.J. Goff. C.J. goes ahead for 8.
Yeah, good cut back inside, pick up 8. Am I seeing Daniel Kalen's shoes? Are they on fire? What's going on? Is there actual gold on his shoes? They glitter.
Yeah, they are very shiny.
Goodness.
Maybe
24 karat, perhaps?
Maybe, as Daniel Kalen is being courted by a lot of schools. As he hands the ball off to number 24, C.J. Goff again, and he will pick up the first down. They'll move the sticks with that run.
Yeah, the offensive line of Bellevue West is doing a nice job here, kind of dictating a little bit the flow of this game.
And, you know, when you look at it and you see David Waller, he's starting left tackle tonight for the Thunderhogs, as the Thundercat comes out for C.J. Goff. He takes the snap, goes ahead for 4.
I wonder if they thought they were short of the first there, so they just called the Thundercat. Typically, you don't see that on 1st and 10 at this position in the field.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see Daniel Kalen up on the other sideline there, right next to the La Vista South Titans bench.
Easy to see him, though. Just follow the shoes.
And there will be a false start against Bellevue West. The left side of the line moved.
Got a bit of a head start there.
Yep. And we'll see who the penalty is on if we get... And they're not
that offensive line is still, you know.
It looked like multiple guys on the left side were moving before the snap.
Well, it's another new formation for the offensive line. They're still trying to get everyone healthy and get everyone in the right spot. So
as Kalen throws a little wide receiver screen out to Isaiah McMorris, he takes the ball. He's going to go all the way down the field for a touchdown, 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 Thunderbirds.
Are you kidding me? How did that happen?
So it went from the 48-yard line all the way to the end zone. So it makes this ball game 13-0 here. 4 minutes 56 seconds in the first quarter.
Boy, he is electric with the ball in his hands, isn't he? He actually threw the ball 3 yards, and then all of a sudden he just bursted into this next gear.
So
unbelievable.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and with Ian Shepard's kick going, Ian, we get a 14-0 ball game after the point after touchdown.
So you see Bellevue West throughout the regular season have a hard time against Omaha West Side, have a hard time against Gretna, have a hard time against Kearney. Boy, you see the weapons that they have, though. When Bellevue West is clicking, they are a difficult offense to stop. And right now they're feeling confident, and they are just executing at a high rate.
And you look at the bracket, and they're the number 7 seed,
right.
And you look at it, how explosive is this Bellevue West offense? They're clicking on all cylinders right now, and you just feel bad that they're the number 7 seed, and then you look at Gretna, they go undefeated, don't get the number 1 seed.
Right. Yeah, absolutely
beat
right.
Omaha West Side.
Play a tough schedule.
And they are sitting there at the number 2 seed.
Because, of course, the number 1 seed would be
Omaha West Side, who has a slightly better draw,
right,
according to all the pundits out there, including these 2 chuckleheads. As Ian Shepard's kicking the ball off, and it will be fielded in play this time. And there's a huge gap for number 12. Number 12 for the Titans was not the back to receive the ball, but Roy Skogerbo.
Creighton jongling with the potential of touchdown-saving tackle. That was a huge hole, Jeremy.
Huge, as the Titans will start from the 40-yard line on their second drive of the evening.
Jeremy, at some point we need to introduce our cameraman, don't you think?
Absolutely. Let's introduce our cameraman, Lucas. Lucas, how do you feel about the game so far?
I think Bellevue West is doing really good because, the opponent hasn't scored anything, and
Great. And we appreciate Lucas doing all the videography here tonight that you see as that play right there, the first down play is taken by number 2, Devon Jones. And he's stopped and it's for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, the offensive line of Papio South is trying to get something started, but the defensive line of Bellevue West is having none of it. They gave up those first 2 first downs for Papio South on their first 2 first 2 possessions. What am I trying to say? Runs, thank you. Nothing ever since.
4 minutes and 18 seconds. In this first quarter, even though 14 points have been scored, is moving pretty quickly.
Not a whole lot of passing.
Yeah, because the ball is staying in play as the shovel pass is completed for Papillion-La Vista South. Number 43, Trace Marco, on the reception, gets about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, Jaden Bullion was in there on the stop. That is a big fella. I passed him in the hallway the other day. Had to do a double take to make sure that he was in high school. It's a big, strong, fast guy. Glad he's playing for Bellevue West. 3rd
and 4 to go, and Bullion did receive a scholarship offer from Wayne State College here in Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more coming. He's a good player.
And McMorris, we didn't mention that he picked up a Kansas State offer. So a lot of talent on this Bellevue West team as a fantastic play to number 41 down there for the Papillion-La Vista Titans. Number 41, Keenan Flannery. It was a tight end screen coming out of the backfield as they faked the play action and threw to a wide open Flannery.
Well, that's why you run the ball 7 times in a row. You lull the defensive backs to sleep, and boy, it's hard to get more open than that. Wish he had just a little bit extra high-end speed to try and punch it in the end zone.
Flannery is a junior, 215 pounds. He's a big fella to be wide open that everybody forgot about him down the sideline. As the ball is being handed off to number 2 again by Devon Jones, and he will get stopped as it'll be
Jaden Bullion again on the stop there. Devon Jones, I'd like to see what happens if he just hits the hole at full speed. The past couple runs he's tried to bounce in, tried to be a little shifty, and that just gives the defense enough time to, team tackle him.
Something's going on with the chain gang over there that they don't have the yardage marker. They're just using the yardage marker as the line to gain.
Yeah,
it's odd not to see both sets of the chain gang. Is it 3rd down and goal? Yeah, it's 3rd and goal to go. That's why.
Okay.
It wasn't making sense not to see both the chain being used. Both sides
it didn't look like they were in a big hurry to fix anything either.
3rd and 7 to go here as the Bellevue West defense is being tested here in the first quarter as the ball is being handed off again to Jones. Jones will be stopped outside of the end zone, be 4th down from the 4-yard line. And what will they elect to do at this point?
This is old-fashioned football, Jeremy. I think this is fun. It's one team saying, we're going to run it, and the other team saying, no, you're not. Who's going to give in at the end of the day?
4th and 4 to go, and it's going to be a trick play. Wide open touchdown for Papillion-La Vista. Number 7 for Sham Schuler was the recipient of that touchdown, but did you catch we're in the wildcat position.
Yep.
They handed it off or pitched it to a tight end, and the tight end threw it back across the field. The Schuler wide open.
Yeah, absolutely. Trickery. That's a play West, I'm sure, has not yet seen this year. And it was executed perfectly. And, again, it's set up inside, and all of a sudden here's something kind of cool.
And Christian Campbell is looking to make this a 14-7 ball game with the point after touchdown. He knocks it through. It is 14-7 here at Fiman Field. 1 minute 28 seconds to go here in the first round playoff matchup of these two Class A squads from the A2 district.
Yep. So you look at your team. If you're Coach Huffman, you say, all right, they got one. That's fine, right? Go back and get the next one. This is an offense that, like we were saying earlier, has been clicking. And there's no need for them to take their foot off the gas right now. And for the defense, right, you got burned on a couple, what's the word I'm looking for? Misdirections there, something that, kind of surprised you. So
it's the playoffs. You can't leave anything.
Get your head in the game.
Can't leave anything uncovered at this point in time because if you lose, you go home.
Talking to a couple parents of some seniors saying, A, it's odd that this is probably the last home game that their child will ever play. And B, you never know when the last game is, right? It could be tonight. It could be in a month from now.
So here we go, and we're going to try to get you some other playoff score updates from our producer, Mr. Stuvey, as he's paying attention to the Twitter sphere.
He is not. Mr. Stuvey is all about Halloween. He's watching a horror film right now. Stuvey, what are you watching? VHS 9?
There's only 4 VHS.
Oh, sorry. There's only 4.
Christian Campbell will kick off the ball, and the only other time they've kicked off so far, it was an onside kick. So do you got to think that maybe they are looking for that again?
That would be a surprise.
We'll find out what's going to happen here. I mean, you're down 14-7, and you've already ran a trick play, and they will kick it off deep to number 5, Davon Hall, and he brings out the ball, and he's shifty, and he's going to get down to the 22 or 24-yard line. They're going to give him to the 24.
Yeah, nice return there. Was able to pick up, what did you say, 22, 23. Get the offense on the field here and see what they can do.
This is 10-plus yardage from the last Bellevue West drive that started at the 14-yard line. So we'll see what Kalen and company will do with 10 more yards of, green behind them.
This might be a surprise to the world, but the West offense has had the most success tonight when they get the ball in number 5's hands and number 3's hands. I would look for them to continue that on this drive.
First down, Kalen hits number 5, Davon Hall, for a first down. So it was about a 14-yard play on first down. As Kalen has he missed a throw tonight?
Yeah, he's had one.
As they hand the ball off to C.J. Goff, and he goes ahead. You're right. He had that one to Morris.
Yep.
So another first down from number 24, C.J. Goff. He picked up 12 on the rushing attempt.
It's so difficult to guard this offense because we haven't even called Echternock's number. We haven't called Ben Goodwater's number. These are a couple players for Bellevue West that are talented kids that haven't seen the ball yet.
And look, the Thunderhogs are moving the defensive line out of the way of the Papillion-La Vista Titans as C.J. Goff picks up 2 yards, and it looked like he had more to get based on the blocking.
Yeah, the offensive line for West for sure has improved throughout this year, right? It started with a lot of inexperience. It was some new players, but they are picking up steam as the season goes along.
So second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line of Papillion-La Vista South as the ball's handed off to C.J. Goff. He goes ahead. It will be third down and about 4 to go for a new set of downs.
Yeah, tried to bounce it outside. Didn't quite have the speed. Looks like number 52 for Papio South. Thompson had the tackle. Comes up limping just a little bit. But Thompson's a tough kid. He's not coming out. As we have a timeout.
Looks like that's
end of first quarter.
End of the first quarter here. Score is 14-7. Thunderbirds over the Papillion-La Vista South Titans.
I love this. Under a half hour, first quarter's done. That's a quick little game so far.
Yeah, when the ball's in play and there's not any, incomplete passes, that's what happens.
Other than the one false start, has there been any penalties so far?
It was the penalty when they kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, but that
and
doesn't
was another
count.
false start by Papillion-La Vista South.
So 2.
So there's 3 penalties.
I only counted 1.
3 penalties.
Come on.
2 against the Thunderbirds.
Speaking of Halloween, as Mr. Stuvey's behind us, we've got a slight pause here. Mr. Stuvey, as a Halloween expert, the best Halloween movie, maybe not the scariest, but the best, in your opinion, would be what?
That's an easy one.
Halloween. And what makes it the best?
Because it's okay. So here's the deal. Halloween might not be the first slasher movie, but it perfected the genre, and everyone that's come since then has been imitating it. And that's my 2 cents.
And if you came to listen to a playoff football game, we'll get back to that after the Halloween update there as the ball is handed off, and C.J. Goff picks up the first down. Hard run there for 7 yards.
If you ask me, it's Ghostbusters. I love that movie. It's kind of scary.
So Gretna is up 14-7. Sam McEwen reported that. He's at that game. 14-7 though, Lincoln Southeast.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, scored a touchdown against the Gretna Dragons as Kalen is throwing the ball down the field to Isaiah McMorris, and he was touched, but there is no flag on the play as the ball falls incomplete.
So obviously ruled uncatchable, but McMorris is pleading his case. Come on. There's not too many balls that are overthrown to McMorris. He can turn on the boosters and get there.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 to go. And just as we were commenting how the ball hasn't been falling incomplete, there was an incomplete pass.
Should have been another penalty, perhaps.
As Kalen takes the design quarterback run, and he will get 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 to go. He looked like he had a lane, and it closed quickly.
It sure did. It was looked like number 93 was the player that was able to take him down. Maybe Josh Myers. But Kalen, designed run all the way.
It was like when you're traveling, eastward on I-80 and you get past Des Moines and then the lanes just get smaller, it seems, as the ball is handed off to Goff, and he will not pick up the 1st down. Be 4th down and 5, but you're in that area when it's probably too far to kick a field goal, so you're going to keep the offense on the field, and Huffman usually does, and he will, as Kalen and company will look to pick up their first 4th down attempt tonight after failing on that 3rd down.
Slight confusion here from Daniel, it looks like.
And the Papillion-La Vista South Titans sideline is going crazy as there was a play fake. Kalen over to number, I believe that is McMorris. Yes, it is, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah.
4th down and 5, picks up 10.
Great play call. Just a nice little comfortable toss and catch to one of your best players.
It was a good old stop and
absolutely a comeback.
Comeback, curl route, whatever you're going to call it, against the sidelines, and he can run them all. So that's why you have Division I talent looking at Isaiah McMorris.
If I'm defending McMorris, I am happy when he turns and comes back to the line of scrimmage.
So the ball, it looked like a weird little play there, and he throws the ball out to Goff, and a great open field tackle by number 5 for the Titans, Kylan Connor.
Yeah, Connor saved a 1st down there. That was great, and there was pressure pretty much right off the bat. I don't know that it was supposed to be that much of a...
It looked like a broken play to me.
Absolutely.
As Kalen and company are facing a 2nd down, and they're behind the sticks for the first time tonight. 2nd and 12. Ball's on the 24-yard line.
You can tell there's a new sense of urgency, though, from Papio South. They scored. They see that they've got a shot. They just seem to be tackling crisper now, right? They're flying to the ball a little bit faster. Confidence seems to be growing on Papillion's side.
And on 2nd down, C.J. Goff picks up 8 yards on the carry. So it'll be 3rd down, and they're going to say 4 to go. And we'll see what Michael Huffman, coach of the Thunderbirds, draws up for this 3rd down just outside of the goal line. 3rd and 4 as Hall comes into motion, and they fake it off to him. Give it to Goff. Goff goes ahead. He gets past the line to gain. It will be a 1st down. So 1st down and just outside of the 10-yard line. They're going to start it from the 12.
That's an impressive run. It didn't look like the fake to Hall fooled anybody. Papillion was in position, and Goff with a shift here and there was able to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, it was a misdirection play to give it to Davon Hall, and it was a fake as the ball is going to be thrown to number 15, Ben Goodwater, and just out of his reach. Kalen had him. He just couldn't connect.
First a target of Goodwater of the night. Goodwater, of course, has come on late for Bellevue West, scoring 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games, trying to make it his 4th. Didn't quite have the speed there.
It was just out of his fingertips.
He was open.
Yep, and Echternock is lined up way outside on the outside as the tight end in the X receiver spot, and he's going to be out there as a decoy as they hand the ball off to Goff.
Jeez, Goff ran his guy over there. His defender got popped.
3rd down and 7 to go here. You can still pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, but we know Coach Huffman, he probably is looking for 2 plays here to pick up the 1st down.
Absolutely, yeah. If the third doesn't convert, he's got something back ready to go.
As the Thunderhogs are looking to protect Kalen, and he give him a clean pocket. He's going to get pressured, and he's going to throw the ball, and it's going to be thrown to Echternach, and he can't get the catch. So 3rd down and 7 now becomes 4th and 7 after the incomplete.
Good evasiveness there by Kalen. He
Wow.
looked like he was dead to rights. I didn't think he was going to have it. And an interesting call here. Huffman goes for it often here, but you could kick a field goal and make it a 2-possession game.
And there's 25 seconds on the play clock, so they'll have a little bit of time to think about this without burning a timeout. Maybe they're going to look to see what the defense gives them, possibly call a timeout if you need to. You have all 3, but he likes to save them too. And the ball is thrown incomplete right at the sticks there. McMorris was open. He beat his guy. The ball just happens to fall incomplete. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Papillion-La Vista South, they will take it over from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, excellent play there by the defense. He was able to anticipate the throw, jump it a little bit, and stop it. He was a pass breakup, slightly underthrown by Kalen, but Papio South coming alive here. And you can hear the energy from across the way. The crowd is feeling it. The coaches next to us are feeling it. They're looking to make some noise right now.
And the ball's thrown incomplete by, I believe that was Schuler. Schuler's out there as the quarterback. Oh, because he caught the ball on the.
That's right.
Yeah, he caught the ball from the tight end in the Wildcat position, and now he's throwing the ball because we haven't called his name a lot because they've been running it.
Correct. He's only attempted 3 or 4 passes this entire game. Bellevue West was looking to bring pressure on that, but when you run it, it's hard to bring a whole lot of pressure.
So the ball will be handed off to number 2, Jones. And Jones gets ahead for about 6.
Yeah, they're dialing up the ends of Bellevue West, trying to get to them. But these quick handoffs.
Caleb Jacobmeyer on the tackle for Bellevue West.
So here you go. Bellevue West Stevens has a chance to shut them down, stop it right now, get your offense back on the field. And Papio South, of course, is trying to give their defense some breathing time.
3rd down, you would think that it would be pretty loud over here on this side, but we just don't hear it as the ball is thrown complete. And number 41 again with the big play. Number 41, Keenan Flannery, gets loose again, and the ball goes for a 1st down all the way to the 50-yard line.
Yep, he just found that soft spot in the zone, big old body. Turn, the ball was delivered perfectly to him.
And now they're going to go hurry up on the Bellevue West defense after the big play to Flannery. Beautiful play to the seam route as the ball is being thrown incomplete to number 12, Roy Skogerbo.
Well, I'll be quiet. I thought I saw some illegal activity, but there's no.
You always see illegal activity if it's against the Thunderbirds.
I have gold-colored glasses, Jeremy, but I'm trying to be fair tonight.
You know, he's trying to be, biased or unbiased, and,
I'm a T-Bird for life. What am I going to say?
And he has been here for a lifetime, folks.
He's not lying, guys.
2nd down and 10 from the 47-yard line. As Schuler hands off the ball to Jones. Jones still on his feet. He's going to pick up 4.
That's a tough run. He was running through arm tackles, and I know he only picked up 4, but it seemed like he ran longer than that.
3rd down and 6 to go here. Pivotal 3rd down play for both teams. If you're the Titans, you want to tie this ball game up. If you're the Bellevue West Thunderbirds, you need the ball back.
Yeah, but this is great for Papio South. Now the defense has to worry about options, right? They don't know what the play's going to be. And if you're a step slow.
And they're going to throw the ball. Yep, and they were going to throw the ball out to Keenan Flannery, and he was knocked off or chipped within the legal area to block somebody because he was going to throw it to him.
Yep, the play was set up. It just the receiver wasn't there. Tipped at the line, of course, and
number 89, Carson Ames, with the pass defended, knocking it down.
Carson Ames is a heck of a player. We don't call his name very often, but he's in the right place at the right time oftentimes. And look at this.
4th and 7 to go here. The Titans are trying to draw them off sides possibly.
Looks like it.
And they're getting ready. It looks like they're going to call timeout. And they will. They will call timeout before the play clock expires. So we will get our second timeout question by Fletcher Anders and Beck Frazier.
Great team.
What is Papillion-La Vista South doing so well so far?
I think the best thing that they did is they withstood the early storm of Bellevue West, right? The speed, and of course they saw it last week, but the speed with which Bellevue West can attack was on display tonight. 2 quick plays, all of a sudden you're down 7-0. Sometimes in playoffs, your eyes can get big and kind of start playing tentative, but Papillion South is right back in it, down 1 score, looking to potentially tie the game up or kick it away, but they're very much in this game.
So it'll be they wanted to know if they've shut down Kalen. They've shut down Kalen on 1 drive, and that's the story of the ball game right now. The Bellevue West did not score on their 3rd drive on offense. 4th down and 7 to go here as the Bellevue West defense is trying to stiffen up. We'll see what happens after they had their timeout and to see what they can do here as they get a breather. As Schuler is being chased by Bouillon.
Wow.
And what a fantastic catch there by number 37, Derek Jones, out of the backfield. The running back wide open, and it was just out of reach of number 38, Nichols.
Goodness, that was a
Or Hudak.
dart right on the money where it needed to be. That's a great pass.
So
under pressure.
On 4th down, they pick up the first and follow it up with another completion against the sidelines there. Number 12 is Skogorbo.
I tell you, that's impressive coaching right now, right? They have the guts to go for it on 4th and 6. They call the trick play over here on the offense. They came in obviously with a plan that is being successful right now. Papillion South looking to make some noise.
Papillion-La Vista South.
Timeout?
Yeah, it looks like there's a timeout on the field for the defense here. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, this is odd. Some confusion.
There's some stoppage of play here. Oh, and it looks like there was maybe one of the players for Bellevue West stumbling off the field, maybe.
Okay. Well, here we go.
So it was not a timeout. It is 2nd down, 5 minutes, 58 seconds. Oh, so there's a play clock malfunction now. So the play clock, they had to
Gotcha.
They had to stop play to address everybody that the play clock will be kept on the field by the back judge. As Schuler is wide open, and he's going to take off and run. He's going to pick up the 1st down.
Yep, great move. Smart play, get out of bounds, avoid the hit, pick up the 1st. Keep that defense guessing. The defense for Bellevue West is kind of spinning right now. You mentioned a timeout for Bellevue West. Might be what they need.
So 1st down and 10 to go from the 22-yard line. Bellevue West defense looking for anything to do to stop. And usually you see Bellevue West come up with a turnover at one of these junctions in the game. So the ball is handed off to Jones. Jones going to go all the way in for a touchdown. This ball game is a point after touchdown from being tied.
Wow, that's impressive. That was a confident drive from start to finish. Unbelievable.
Remember, they started the drive from the 7-yard line. They took it 93 yards to score.
So how important is that 4th down play for Bellevue West? Instead of Bellevue West scoring and going up 21-7, they turn the ball over, and Papillion South now going for a 2-point conversion.
They are going to go for a 2-point conversion, and they're going to be stopped for a 2-point conversion as Bellevue West was not fooled.
Boy, does that come back and bite you? Is it a little early to go for 2 there, Jeremy?
So this is a 13-point after touchdown failed score. So it's 13 for the Papillion-La Vista South Titans, 14 for the Bellevue West Thunderbirds.
5 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the half. Bellevue West with plenty of time to get their offense on the field and attempt to score, but is it perhaps too much time so that Papillion South can have the ball again?
And you never know. You know, Bellevue West is content to drive the ball down the field methodically, and maybe that's what you need to do because Papillion-La Vista is going to get the ball to
Absolutely.
start in the first half.
Absolutely.
Second
And
half.
all momentum is on La Vista right now. And, you're dealing with teenagers. Shoot, if you feel good, you play good, right? And if there's doubt, if there's any hesitation, that could lead to problems. So look to see how Bellevue West responds here.
We just saw
And again, if it were me, I feel pretty confident getting it to Hall and McMorris. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, Jeremy.
Sorry.
What did we just see?
I was just listening for Mr. Lemon as he was announcing other scores. Said that Grand Island is up, and Kearney was up, and Lincoln Southwest was tied in their ball game against Millard West. Millard West, who's won 6 of 7 to make it into the playoffs and win their district.
Well, you remember there was a team like that last year. Omaha North started off slow, had a big, strong finish, and made it to the semis.
As the ball is pooch kicked, and it'll be fair caught about the 30-yard line there by number 20 for Bellevue West,
Easterling.
Calvin Easterling.
Yep, smart move.
Yep.
Just fair catch. Don't try and do anything fancy. Secure the ball. The absolute last thing you want to do right now is have a turnover.
So Kalen and company coming out for their 4th drive of the evening after they went down the field only to turn it over on downs at the 7-yard line before the goal. Is there going to be a false start? Yep. It looked like Goodwater started early.
Somebody just handed me a cell phone, a lost phone. Maybe give it to. How about we talk about this off the air?
Yeah. So.
Only 5 in the box there for Papillion. They're looking to cover the talented wide receivers of Bellevue West. Look, potentially, if they get that look again, to see if Goff can pop off a little bit.
So they run that 3-2, and now it would make it a 6-man defensive backfield, so a dime defense. They did hand the ball off to Goff. Goff gets back to the original line of scrimmage before the penalty. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
I'm impressed that the speed of the defense for Papillion-La Vista has improved as the game has gone on. They seem quicker to the ball.
2 wide receivers out to our side of the field. Looks like Goodwater and McMorris. Davon Hall all alone at the top of the field there on the east side as the ball is faked to Goff. Kalen rolling out is going to be thrown to Goodwater, and he tried to thread the needle. Number 30 for Titans, Aiden Payne with fantastic defense.
Yeah, the senior from South, Aiden Payne, made a great break on the ball. Almost had an interception there. Goodwater with a couple targets, couple drops right now. Hopefully he can get those hands secured.
3rd down and 10 to go here. 5 minutes and 1 second in the second quarter as the ball's going to be thrown to McMorris for the first down, and that was kind of a wobbly ball, but McMorris came back and secured it.
Right. And actually, it was probably a good thing that it was underthrown because McMorris had good coverage. It was his comeback for it that caused him to be so open.
1st down and 10 to go now. Ball's at the 42-yard line. Bellevue West trying to hold on to this 1-point lead right now and add more to it. As Kalen will look to throw across the field to Goodwater again. They're trying to throw to Ben Goodwater, and the ball was just thrown over the head of Goodwater.
Yeah, the connection between Kalen and Goodwater has been off tonight. Couple steps ahead, couple steps below.
And that one was just too high. He wasn't going to catch that.
Absolutely.
I think Echternock could have caught it. He's a little bit taller.
But here it is. It's 2nd and 10. Hall's just out on that island over there. Look for them. He looks like he's got single coverage. Might be a good time to take a shot.
The safety shading his way over the top there. And they're going to throw it to McMorris. McMorris on the comeback route, the curl route. He gets 5 or 6.
Looks like they gave him 8.
Wow, yeah, because we're waiting for the dial-a-down to be restarted. So it was a gain of 9.
Well,
3rd down and
difference.
1. It looked like it was only about 6.
So do you try to pick up 1 or do you try and pick up a touchdown right here?
I think if I know Mike Huffman, he's just going to get the 1, get the new set of downs.
Put the ball in the gut of Goff.
Yep, and he does that. Goff goes ahead. He gets the 1st down, but just the 1st down So it'll be a new set of downs, 1st and 10, balls at the 47-yard line of Papillion-La Vista South.
You know, I've been looking at the sidelines, Jeremy. I don't see him, but Bellevue West did have a visitor today. L.J. Richardson was back in the building. Stopped back to say hello to everybody.
L.J. Richardson, of course, is playing for the University of Wyoming. He's a Cowboy, as there's a stoppage of play for a shoe to be tied.
Got to keep your shoes tied, Jeremy. It's important. You could trip.
So they're trying to see if the play clock would work, and they're still going to keep it on the field.
Mr. Morrow hopefully will fix that for the second half here.
So 1st down, and the clock is moving. 4 minutes to go till halftime as the ball is being thrown to Isaiah McMorris, and he can't make the circus catch. Oh, boy. He had him. It was on the dime. McMorris just couldn't secure it. He almost tipped it to himself.
Yeah, you don't see that drop from McMorris often. He in his hands, and it just took the bounce. Everyone in the stadium was able to see it except for him.
Good coverage there by number 29 for Papillion-La Vista South, Taylor Peterson.
Yeah, their defensive backs are impressive for Papio South. Not a whole lot of wide open throws here for Bellevue West.
As the ball is handed off to C.J. Goff, he goes ahead for 20 yards.
Right call. Excellent call.
So have we been saying all night that Papillion-La Vista South, they run a 5 defensive back, sometimes a dime setting where you have 6 defensive backs out there. They just hand the ball off to Goff, and he goes ahead for 20.
It looks like Papio South runs the ball to set up the pass. Oftentimes Bellevue West will throw to set up the run.
And they hand the ball off to Goff again. He picks up the 1st down.
They're going to give it to him. Tough run. He's clicking right now. Offensive line is doing their job.
And they only have to block 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers because those are the only guys in the box.
Keep doing it until you get stopped.
And when you have your safeties playing 10, 12, 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, that's where, they're giving it to you.
Of course, everything tightens up when you get...
So, and then, of course, it comes back, and who else but C.J. Goff for the touchdown. Touchdown, Thunderbirds, after the pass and catch from about 22 yards out.
That's what you want to see. You want to see your offense come down, calm things down, move the ball methodically. Nobody seemed in a rush. No one seemed nervous.
So right now we have a 20-13 ball game. The all-important extra point goes
Ian.
Shepard kicks it through, and it now 21-13. 3 minutes to go here in the first half at John A. Feynman Field. You are listening to Class A NSAA football first-round coverage by the Thunderbeat here at Bellevue West.
Yeah, so now what Bellevue West has to do is keep your eyes on the tight end. Papio South has had success moving the ball, getting it to number 41, finding creative ways to get him open. You want to limit chunk plays at this point and at worst give up a field goal.
At worst, it's 3 minutes and 4 seconds, and the defense is rested. They had about 2.5 minutes of game clock off for that drive as Bellevue West converts on their 4th drive of the first half. So it went touchdown, turnover on downs right inside of the goal line. Then another touchdown as Daniel Kalin has his 3rd TD throw of the night.
It has been a pretty clean game. You said turnover on downs, but that's the only turnover we've had. Both teams doing a good job of securing the ball, and that's definitely what Papio South is looking to do right here because, as you mentioned, they get the ball to start off the second half.
So we are looking at Ian Shepard kicking the ball off here, and he'll probably kick it deep, and he does. The ball's going to be fielded at the 11-yard line, and he will be met at the 15 by number 85, Skylar Herring.
Right at the
back
25.
up wide receiver, yeah. Papillion-La Vista South will start from the 25-yard line.
As Mr. Lemon plays jump, and the crowd for Bellevue West goes, well, there's some clapping. They're not quite jumping, but
Come on, kids. Let me begin.
as Mr. Stuvie, our
That's a
producer, is going crazy here.
Hey, he's got that music in him.
And we are not going to get in trouble again this time for playing music. As the ball is handed off to Jones, Jones is going to pick up 5 on the first down run.
I think Bellevue West would be content to give up 5 slow as long as that clock keeps on moving.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up 15.
Right, and Coach Huffman does have all 3 timeouts still here in the first half.
Interesting here, South doesn't seem to be in too big of a rush.
Yeah, and we do not have the play clock, so we just have this feeling that the play clock is running out, even though we can't see it. As Schuler hands the ball off to Jones. Jones is met at the line. He picks up 1, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 to go. But is there going to be a timeout? No timeout called by Coach Huffman. We'll see what happens after this 3rd and 3 play.
Yeah, a little early to call the timeout. If you stop them here, then you want to.
Oh, absolutely. 1 minute 55, and the clock continues to run. Again,
Yeah, Huffman, I agree with that call. Be content with the 1 score at this point.
And the back judge did put up his hand, signifying that there was 5 seconds left. As the ball goes incomplete, Coach Huffman keeps all his timeouts. It'll be 4th down and 3. The punt team should, and they do come on for Papillion-La Vista. So you might have 1 minute and 30 seconds or so to do something with here on offense if you're Bellevue West.
First of all, that's a great 3rd down defensive stand by Bellevue West. Everything was covered. South didn't have an option on what to throw. An interesting offensive series for Papio South. Didn't seem like a lot of urgency was there, and potentially giving the ball back to Bellevue West in enough time to make some noise.
So the ball is being kicked in the direction of Easterling. He'll get away from the ball. The clock will continue to run, and they'll say it's down. So 1 minute and 24 seconds to go, which is plenty of time, especially if you have 3 timeouts, which the Thunderbirds do.
Yeah, you can still run the ball, right? You don't need to settle for bomb. Pick up 10 yards, pick up 8, pick up 15, chunk the ball down the line, and get some more points on the board.
And you are listening to the Thunderbeats coverage. My name is Jeremy Pollock, doing the play-by-play. Mr. A.J. Reimer, Bellevue West owned, providing the color commentary. And we appreciate everybody who's listening here to the NSA Class A state playoff game. As the ball is handed off to C.J. Goff, and he goes ahead for a first down. They're going to give him 12 where he was stopped. And there's a little extracurricular activities there.
Let the play go a little bit. I would have blown the whistle earlier. Yeah, you mentioned we appreciate everybody listening out there, the grandmas, the grandpas, the fans of the team, and thanks for being our fans.
1 minute and 14 seconds here to go as Kalen is going to throw the ball deep to Isaiah McMorris, and there's that big play that Mr. Reimer was alluding to as the ball goes down to the 22-yard line on the first down throw.
Mike Morris is disappointed he had to leave his feet because that is nothing but a touchdown ahead of you. Just throwing a little too much mustard on it.
1 minute to go here in the first half as Bellevue West still has 3 timeouts. So they hand the ball off to Goff. Goff goes ahead for 6 or 8. We're going to give him 8 on that play.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of confusion on the defense there.
And there is now a timeout. Our 3rd timeout read. Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Would you like to help this cause and get a $10 gift card?
What?
Then we need you to come out and donate. Once again, Student Council has paired up with the American Red Cross to host our fall blood drive on Friday, November 4th. If you are 16 years or older and interested in donating blood, please visit the blood drive table at lunch or see Miss Quantrill in room 123.
Lucas is only 15. He said he would jump at the opportunity to help. I did have 2 different kids this week come up to me and say, Mr. Reimer, should I give blood? I'm a little nervous. And I said, you mean should you potentially save someone's life instead of being afraid of a needle? The answer is yes. Go help. You know the greatest nation in the world, Mr. Stuvie. donation. Donate your blood and maybe get a little gift card as well, but help where you can.
So Kalen and company on 2nd down and 2, 48 seconds to go, looking to score one more time before half as he'll throw the ball, and Davon Hall was not ready for that ball to come out that early on the double move there. They're looking like it was a stop and go.
Yeah, miscommunication there for sure.
And
both are signaling. It was supposed to, you did me.
Just not on the same page. 3rd down and 2.
Fortunate not to throw a pick there.
Yeah, absolutely. And no one was going to stop the defensive back from running it all the way back. As the ball's handed off to Goff, Goff picks up the 1st down. So 38 seconds.
Did they give him the first?
They did give him the 1st down. So it will be 1st down right at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal. So the clock is still running, 30 seconds.
Still lots of time, 30 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. As the ball is pitched to C.J. Goff. C.J. Goff turns it upfield, and he'll pick up 4. So it'll be
there's a timeout.
2nd and goal to go as the Bellevue West uses their 2nd timeout.
Good patient run there by Goff. Sorry.
Our co-producers here, Beck and Fletcher Anders, ask, what is Bellevue West doing well so far?
They're playing their game, right? They're doing what they have wanted to do all season and what they've been successful doing all the last 10 years of Huffman's tenure. They're executing on offense. Defense is doing enough to, keep them ahead. And when Papillion South looked like momentum was kind of going their way, Bellevue didn't, wilt under pressure and is looking here potentially to go back up 2 scores here before halftime.
So we just heard a score from class, what they call 6-man football here. Potter Dix, which is a champion of 6-man football, 101-35 after the 3rd quarter. Wow. That's a lot of points.
Tell me the score one more time.
101-35, and there's still a quarter to play as it looks like there's going to be a penalty. False start against Bellevue West, one of the receivers on this side.
Oh, boy.
2nd down, 17 seconds to go before halftime.
Yeah, you get down to this part of the field, losing 5 yards is challenging.
So they're going to put 1 second on the game clock. It's going to be 18 seconds to go until halftime. And they're at the 11-yard line now. Bellevue West looking to score one more time. They do have 1 timeout left in their pocket as the ball's being thrown in the direction of Davon Hall. What are they going to say? He is down at the 1-yard line.
Raise your boy, you want to have a camera there and check that.
Down at the 1-yard line, but he is out of bounds, so they save their timeout. 3rd down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. They come out in the Thundercat formation. Everybody's up there. C.J. Goff is the quarterback. He takes the ball. He is going to be stopped. Is he in? Is he out? What are they going to do? They got to call a timeout either way.
They called it.
They called timeout. Be 4th and 1.
Picked up a half a yard. Ben Schaefer in there on the tackle.
Great play there by the Papillion-La Vista South Titans defensive line. 5 seconds to go. 4th and 1. You want to score points. Coach Huffman is going out there talking to his offensive line. Doesn't look like they're bringing on Shepard at this point.
No way. You run the Thunderhawk formation or Thundercat formation. You follow your offensive line, which has been dominant this entire half. You go pick up a half a yard.
And we're looking over here at Coach Waller over here. He's saying where the ball should go. He's got an idea, but he's
saying
not
run
out
it to
there.
The left tackle side, I'm assuming.
And all the dads over here. It's 4th down and 1. 5 seconds to go.
Are we going to line up under center for the snap?
No, they're not. The Thundercat formation. C.J. Goff 5 yards back. You can hear the Papillion-La Vista South sideline getting crazy over there. He brings in McMorris. He does not hand off the ball.
Oh, wow.
And he is stopped by number 43 of the Titans. Trace Marco in the backfield makes the stop for a loss, and Bellevue West does not convert and turns over on downs for the second time inside of the 10-yard line.
Potential game-changing play, Jeremy.
Absolutely.
Right? That is goodness.
2 seconds to go here. You are on the 1-yard line. You can't take a knee because you'll be in the end zone.
Yeah, circle that play and come back to it at the end. We'll see if it makes any difference.
And Papillion-La Vista South will call a timeout as they come out in the shotgun.
Wow.
It's the
What
final
a play.
timeout of the half.
You don't see Bellevue West get stuck like that 2 times in a row.
Wow, that defensive stop was just incredible by the Titans here.
And Goff's a tough runner.
It is playoff football.
That's right.
Playoff football. You played this team last week. You lost on your home field. Now you want to try to, return the favor. Here it's only 21-13 in the first half. And it's just incredible playoff football here
But
tonight.
you said it. Turnover on downs twice in your own end zone. Bellevue West leaving 2 touchdowns on the field.
Yep. And they're going to come out in this prevent type defense. They're bringing both Hall and McMorris out to play in the cornerback, defensive back positions here.
But you still want to try and get some pressure here.
Yeah.
Because if you can disrupt a pass, if you can potentially get a safety, you just never know.
So here we go.
Come on,
Schuler in the backfield. He is going to throw deep towards the sideline and out of bounds. Smart play by the Titans. That was a designed play to run out the first half. So their halftime score is Bellevue West, the Thunderbirds 21, the Papillion-La Vista South Titans 13. What do you think, Mr. Reimer, after one half of play?
You said it twice already. This is playoff football, Jeremy. This is exactly what you want to see. You knew it wasn't going to be easy. You knew it wasn't going to be a blowout win one way or the other. We have an exciting half of football ahead of us.
Exactly, and guess who gets the ball back? The Papillion-La Vista South Titans will come out and receive the kickoff. You'll catch us here in the second half. You're listening to the Thunder Beat. Jeremy Block and Mr. A.J. Reimer in the first round of the NSAA Class A football playoffs here tonight at John A. Feynman Field, the 28th of October. Your halftime score, Thunderbirds 21, Papillion-La Vista South Titans 13, and there is no marching band performance, but you will see a commercial from the NSAA during halftime. We'll see you then.
By having good sportsmanship, we recognize the hard work and commitment of all teams participating. How we act when we compete also shows who we are as people.
Sportsmanship is going the extra mile to earn the respect of everyone in attendance.
Sportsmanship shouldn't just be on the court, it should also be in the stands and everywhere you go.
Good sportsmanship makes competing in any event more fun, but it comes from more than just the athlete. It comes from parents and coaches too.
And with 4 minutes here to go before the second half in the ball game here, we ran into somebody, a celebrity, down here walking around. We ran into L.J. Richardson.
Yeah, it was good to be back, man. Just visiting from Lermy, Wyoming, man. Go Cowboys.
Yeah, how's everything going this season?
It's going good. We just going off to a real good start, 5-3. Just got a good W against Utah State, and then they're off to play Hawaii, and let's keep gunning Dubs so we get in the bowl game.
Absolutely. And what do you think of the coaching staff versus the coaching staff you had here in high school?
The coaching staff is great, man. I love everything Bull. I love what Bull's doing, and the coaching staff, Polisek, and the offensive playbook and the schemes and stuff we run. I love my running back coach, my position coach, Coach Gordy. He makes us do plenty of drills that helps us get us better in ball technique, everything. He helps with everything. And, I don't play defense, but we're doing pretty good on defense too.
When are we going to see the L train?
I'm pretty sure I should be able to get in the rotation next year. I decided to redshirt this year just to get me a little more bigger, a little more faster, and try to get down these playbook more. And so I feel like next year you should be hearing the train.
Now the train coming through. LJ all day we called him because they gave him the ball on every play, it seemed like, last year,
Yeah.
So absolutely. What do you think of your Thunderbirds here tonight?
I think they're, fighting hard. It's 21-13. Still plenty of ball game left. They're fighting hard. I can tell they want to get to the next phase, the quarterfinals. I talked to them before the game, and they're like, "Yeah, we ready." Shout out to C.J. Goff. He's doing, with injuries and stuff to the other running backs, Sally Gio, and then he's stepping up. He's doing pretty good. Touchdown already, and. Yeah, shout out to him. I told everyone to don't sleep on him. He's going to be the man. So
we're talking here with Bellevue West's own, now Wyoming Cowboy, L.J. Richardson, who's a freshman there, redshirt freshman for the Wyoming Cowboys. And he scored a lot of touchdowns here for Bellevue West and the Thunderbirds. What do you think Coach Huffman is telling his team right now in halftime?
I think he's telling them I feel like, let's see, if I was there, he would probably be saying, you guys, fire up. I know you want this as much as we do. We need to attack them harder. You know the game plan. So you know the game plan. We got to go out there, shove it down their throats, and win.
One last question for you. When you're the running back and then Coach Huffman asks you to the Thundercat position, when you're receiving the ball, what's that like when you're the guy handling the snap?
Oh, man, it's exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time because it's like, dang, now everyone's staring at me. They're going to know because everyone probably knows it's a run play. So it's like, dang, everyone's staring at me. And it's like, but it's exciting, too, because you're normally close to the touchdown. He's like, I got to get in. I got to get in. But, hey, it's like also happy because, like, the coaches believe in you to score in this like tight situation,
sure,
or even get the first down at that point.
Right, and then that one time maybe you get a throw. You ever get a throw?
Hey, I do got 2 passing touchdowns in my career here. I should have got 2 for 3, but I guess I put a little too much mustard on it when I threw it to Micah.
Sure. Well, this has been fantastic. Thank you for coming on here and supporting the Thunder Beat and just doing this little interview with us, and we hope everything goes great out in Laramie.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Go Thunderbirds and go Cowboys.
Absolutely. Thank you. That was L.J. Richardson, the former Thunderbird here and now Wyoming Cowboy. As we're going 33 seconds here until the second half, and what are you going to see here? It's 21-13. Papillion-La Vista South, the Titans, they're coming out with the ball here after halftime, and we'll see what they're going to do. They're bringing in all the momentum here in the second half. So let's see what's going to go here as Daniel Kalin and company look to keep that lead as it's 21-13. There was a failed 2-point conversion attempt, and that's why you see 13 on the board. Bellevue West has been stopped inside the shadow of the goal line twice, once at the 7, once at the 10. And again, we'd like to thank LJ Richardson for coming on the call with us here tonight. And he's a celebrity and a good ambassador for what Thunderbird football can do.
Well, two things. First, I'm never washing this headset again. I feel like I'm part of greatness now that I share the headset with LJ. But what a great kid, right? You know, he was obviously a special player on the field. We loved watching him, take over for an injured player as a junior and then just cement his starting running back status at Bellevue West. But you watch him; he's having success at the next level. He's humble, he's polite, he's kind. He's a great T-bird and going to have a wonderful life ahead of him. So thanks.
Have you ever been to Laramie, Wyoming?
I have not. I've heard some exciting things.
I've been to Laramie a couple times, and the Bellevue Omaha Metro is 80 times bigger than Laramie, Wyoming. So
Wyoming is next to Utah?
It is. It does touch Utah.
Gotcha.
It does touch Nebraska as well. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
On the bottom side?
No, to the west.
Next to Ogallala?
Yes.
Okay.
And as long as I've known Mr. Reimer, geography has not been his subject of knowledge.
I know a couple capitals out there. Lincoln.
And then if you go west,
Austin, Texas.
On I-80, you run
Des Moines, Iowa.
You run into Cheyenne, which is the capital of Wyoming.
I knew this.
Where the railroad went through. And thank you to the AMC show Hell on Wheels, right?
Reading Railroad?
No. The Burlington Northern Santa Fe.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
LJ, great kid. Thanks for doing that.
As we're going to start off the third quarter, as Bellevue West will have to kick off. They lost the toss. They received. Papillion-La Vista South deferred, so their choice after halftime, of course, is to receive.
Both coaches are able to, and both coaches control your destiny right now, right? You look, if you're Papio South, you look at your players and you say, you have a chance right now to come out and take this game over. If they are able to successfully drive and score, potentially go for a 2-point conversion, this is a tie ball game. Bellevue West, of course, is saying the same thing. Shut them down right now, and this game could be over.
As the ball is received by number 3, I believe. As the fumble, there's a fumble on the kickoff, and Bellevue West recovers. Bellevue West gets the ball back. Just as we were saying, the Titans were going to start off this second half. There was a fumble, and there is a...
Skylar Herring was able to recover that ball, and exactly what you want if you're Bellevue West.
So despite there being 2 turnovers on downs, which aren't counted as turnovers, we have the ball game's first turnover, the fumble on the opening kickoff of the second half.
And Huffman likes to respond with a shot to the end zone now. So we have McMorris down on our side. It looks like got one-on-one coverage with the safety on top. Look for him.
As, of course, the Titans come out with 6 defensive backs to cover up the receivers of Bellevue West. And it doesn't look like they have enough players as the 11th player runs out on the field, the middle linebacker. So the ball's being handed off to C.J. Goff. C.J. goes ahead for 9 yards on the first play.
Do you think LJ told C.J. to just go with the initials? He said, I had a lot of success with the J. Maybe if you keep the J as part of your branding, then you can run.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So as C.J. Goff picks up 8 yards on the first down, we'll see what happens here on second as Danny Dimes throws the ball out to Isaiah McMorris for the first down, and he is stopped with maybe picking up about 5 after the first down.
Yep, nice coverage there. Owen Frederick trying to rip the ball out. That 3v3 battle has been going on all night long. It's been fun to watch.
Kalen and company are at the 25-yard line with a new set of downs. The ball probably on this one will be handed off to CJ, as told to us by LJ, as he's doing a good job.
Yeah, he was proud of the way he's running. And why wouldn't you be? He's a tough kid.
CJ hands the ball, and it goes ahead for another 12. They're just handing the ball off to C.J. Goff, and it's going places.
Well, with his speed and strength, all you need is that little bit of an opening. And like you said, the 5 offensive line going against the 3, you can find it. You hit the hole correct, and look at that. It's a pretty productive first down run.
And the player of the game, I hate to say it, even though Kalen has thrown for 3, maybe now 4 touchdowns, is there going to be a holding penalty in the backfield? So that play will be nullified. Number 61 or 51 turned him, and then some. Bryce Luring probably going to be called here for holding.
He was trying to tackle him.
Yeah, which
trying to block. Well, he's trying to block. I don't know if it was a hold, Jeremy. I don't agree.
It was pretty apparent in the backfield there for the referee here tonight as a holding penalty. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul will make it first down and 20.
I didn't see anything.
23, first down and 23. So that's a 13-yard penalty as Kalen is looking to run the option, and he'll get about 6 of it back.
They did that multiple times to start off the game and kind of quieted down there in the second quarter. Kalen clapping his hands thinking, shoot, I could have picked up another 5.
Second down and 17, and besides the flock squad out here, John Dart on the side over here for Bellevue West is standing up.
Heck of a singer, John Dart.
Second down and 17. He is a tenor who's been in Opera Omaha for many years. As Kalen is looking to throw the ball across the field, and he's going to take off himself. He's going to go down. He slides very smartly. It'll be third down and about 13 to go.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's a play you didn't see him make at the beginning of the season. He looked like McMorris was going to be open. Wisely didn't throw it because the coverage was there. Avoided the sack.
Third down and 12 to go. 9 minutes here in the third quarter as Bellevue West gets the ball back on the fumble. They gets the ball out to Isaiah McMorris, who dances fancily into the end zone. Touchdown, 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 Thunderbirds.
Number 43 is a livid. He thought he was held there. He might have had a fair argument, but there's no cloth on the field, and McMorris picked up 6.
So turnover on the opening kickoff turns into possibly 7 here with the point after touchdown pending after the second touchdown for McMorris tonight receiving. And the ball is kicked
in.
Makes the score 28-13 here. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You're listening to NSAA Playoff Football Class A, the first round here at John A. Feynman Field, covered by of course, all the home football games covered here by the Thunderbeat.
So Clemenger can look at his team and say, okay, right, that's unfortunate, but that's the exact same thing as if West would have scored at the end of the half. So it's almost like the half is starting over right now. The problem is
3 minutes is gone.
Correct, exactly. And Bellevue West it becomes a fight against West and the clock. Can you score 2 touchdowns, stop Bellevue West from scoring any more, have enough time to even up the score here?
2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion being one of those point after touchdowns.
Yeah.
Because you went for it, and no one was fooled on the swinging gate open play. So.
Yeah, every play call up to that point had been perfect, and that one was unfortunately for Papillion-La South guessed correctly.
So as Shepard's getting ready to tee off the ball here, what do you expect them to do to come out here? To run the ball methodically, try to score, or go for those big chunk plays?
Well, they had their most success when they were running to set up the tight end, and they kind of got away from that a little bit. Excellent tackle there by number 85.
Number 85 for
Skylar Herring.
And who recovered the fumble.
Yep.
Number 25, Ben McClung, was on the return. He gets it all the way out to the 35-yard line. So the Titans will have a good starting position here.
Yeah, you have the desire. You know, you're down 2 scores. The clock is going, so you might want to try and air it out a little bit more. But that doesn't seem to be what your offensive identity has been, especially when you've been having success. So let's see if they can still be patient, know that there's a lot of game left.
So first down as the ball, and it looks like what you were going to hope would be a holding, but it goes for a negative play anyway. So maybe half a yard they got on that first down run.
Yeah.
Jamarian Campbell with the stop.
Good to see Jamarian having a good, strong game. I'll be quiet.
So second down and 9 to go here, as Mr. Reimer told us a story about Mr. Campbell.
I love Jamarian. He's one of my favorite kids.
And he's in choir with him. And a funny antidote that we can't do on the air. As the ball is handed off to Jones. Jones gets ahead for 5 yards. Devin Jones running hard all night for the Titans.
Yeah, Devin Jones is a tough kid. I like watching him run. Hasn't had a whole lot of holes to work with, but he doesn't give up on first, second, or even third contact.
You know, the best thing about him being a senior is you don't see him next year when they come to play the district game here.
Absolutely right.
At Feynman Field. Third down and 4 to go. Clock moving, 7 minutes, 45 seconds in the third. The ball is Ben, of course, but who else? Number 41 for the Titans, Keenan Flannery, and he's got to be close to 100 yards receiving already.
Yeah, McVay is furious. They knew that was coming. Just
that tight end seam route has been open on third down plays all night for the Titans.
And it's set up by the run, right? You hand off, everything's going inside, and all of a sudden things above open up.
So another great play by Schuler. Schuler's looking to throw on first down. He does get it complete, but not for many yards there, maybe one, to number 13 or 14. Oh, it is number 41. Number 41. Oh, they're going to give it to Trace Marco.
I was impressed. A lot of times you see offensive linemen hold in that position trying to protect their quarterback. It was clean. You know, I was looking for a couple different spots of holding to happen. They were able to hold him up just long enough.
Second down and 9 as the ball is handed off to Jones, and he's keeping his legs churning.
Goodness.
Oh, my goodness. All 22 players are there pushing the pile. He gives 4.
That was 11. It was almost a tug-of-war. It was going to stop with Jamarian right in the center. And here we go, another third down. I would recommend keeping my eyes on 41.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's out there and he's being pulled off the field, Mr. Reimer, for another wide receiver. Number 83, Bryson Ball, comes in for the Titans. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter as Schuler is looking to throw, and he avoids the sack, gets away, picks up the first down.
West had the opportunity to make a tackle for loss in the backfield. Schuler with good evasion. Picked up another 15 past first point of contact.
And
he's got speed. Why doesn't he run it more often?
I was going to say, he's pretty elusive for only seeing a couple design quarterback runs.
Not the biggest fella in the whole wide world compared to some of the other guys on their line. But he's evasive.
So Schuler in the backfield there in that kind of that pistol formation is he's looking to throw down the field. And he gets knocked down by number 9. Number 9 for the Thunderbirds, Bullion. Great play there.
Yeah, the pressure has definitely been dialed up here in the second half. I don't know if McVay has changed some of the schemes a little bit or if players are just able to get home. But we have seen a lot more Jamarian Campbell. We've seen a lot more J.M. Bullion having success getting in the quarterback's face, disrupting passes like that.
Second down and 10, 5 minutes, 25 seconds here in the third quarter. Let's see what they dial up here on second down. It's a fake play, and it's a design run by Schuler, who's getting loose, and he picks up the first down. Mr. Reimer called for it, and he got it.
Yeah, it's a great play. You fake the handoff inside. Quarterback keeper to the outside. All you have to do is beat one. He did. Pick up the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 15. Let's see what happens here. The Bellevue West defense needs to stiffen up, but the clock is running.
Absolutely right. 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Bellevue West would love to get a stop, though.
As Schuler hands the ball off to Jones, Jones is going to be falling forward for 4. And Jones has just been pounding the defensive line of Bellevue West all night.
Absolutely. There have been licks going on both sides. The defensive line and Jones are going to be sore in the morning, but don't really feel it right now. All you feel is the energy of advancing.
And this is a pivotal point in this game if the Titans are going to get back into it to a point where they can take over the lead. They need to score here and quickly. As the ball's handed off to Jones. Jones is stopped for 2, 3.
Yeah, looks like they have 2 to go with Campbell in on the stop. It's a huge third down, and you have to assume it's fourth down territory.
Field goals at this point are not going to get you back into this ball game. So you have 2 plays to get you 2 yards. 3rd and 2.
You'd think the crowd would be making some noise at this point, Jeremy. It's almost like a lullaby here on the field. There is no pressure from the home team right now.
Let's see as the offense gets off of the bench over there. And there was almost a miscue in the backfield. Schuler is being chased down. He is very elusive. He will throw the ball out of bounds. What a fantastic play by Schuler just to make it 4th and 2.
Oh, could have been disaster. Like you said, Schuler kept his head, didn't just fall on the ball, pick it up, throw it out of bounds. That was impressive. And of course, Alex Nichols with the pressure didn't let him settle in and lock in. And here's the play of the game up to this point, 4th and 2.
And Bellevue West is going to use one of their timeouts here as we were trying to get a player off the field. As we got a timeout read here, the first one of the second half. We'd like to remind our viewers to check out the thunderbeat.org for news, features, and entertainment coverage of Bellevue West and the Bellevue Offutt community. You can follow at the Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest website updates, such as photo galleries of sporting events, music and movie reviews, and feature stories about the teachers and students. This week we launched a new podcast, Beck and Fletcher's World of Sports. So head to the thunderbeat.org and check out the podcast and all of the new content. If you like what you see, consider donating to the program through the donation link on our website. And we just got an update.
I didn't hear it. So check. It was Gretna.
Gretna was 24. Lincoln Southeast, 24.
Let's go. You know, really quickly, I was looking at the Thunderbeat the other day, and I was confused. There was just lots of welts and stings, and I put an S at the end. I was looking at Thunder Bees.
Oh.
So when I found the Thunderbeat, I was much more comfortable.
4th down and 2 to go, and we have a interesting play as they go into the Wildcat, and it's a jump pass to number 41. Number 41 for them, Keenan Flannery has been all over the field for the Titans on that little trickery play, the jump pass from number 2, Devin Jones, in the in the Wildcat position. The running back, he throws for the open touchdown. The Titans are going to go for a kick here.
Check here, though. They've had success on their trick plays.
3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the ball is kicked through by number 24. Number 24, Christian Campbell. So Bellevue West leads 28-20. The Titans have momentum, and they were going with, 15 minutes here to play.
Clemenger can look at his team and say, your season is right here, defense. If you stop the Bellevue West offense from scoring, we're in this and we're looking good. If you're Bellevue West, you say, look, they've scored 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on trick plays, right? Play your game, be in your assignments, and you got to feel pretty good.
After playing Papillion-La Vista South last week, winning 42-20, this is a much closer game. This is playoff football. You have no tomorrow if you lose.
What I do like, though, sometimes you see a game like this where there's mistakes that lead to various things. These are 2 well-coached teams, and they're led by 2 quarterbacks that are confident and calm, not letting a whole lot get to them. Not too many mistakes, just well-executed plays.
So We'll see what Campbell does here as we hear Slim Shady being played, Marshall Mathers by Mr. Lemon, trying to get anybody some excitement behind the crowd here tonight.
I'm telling you what. I wish there was just a little bit more oomph, but I'm not in control of that. That's okay. We'll bring the energy right here, Jeremy.
So 8:40 on the real clock as 3 minutes and 30 seconds here in the third quarter. NSAA Class A playoff football. This is the first round. You are listening to the Thunder Beat. Jeremy Block and Mr. A.J. Reimer on the call for you tonight. And Lucas, our videographer. So the ball is kicked off, and I believe that's C.J. Goff fielded the ball. He's going to bring the ball all the way down to the 39.
Yeah, smart move putting Goff there. That's exactly where they kicked it on the first one, where it was a fair catch. Huffman said, tell you what, let's just put one of our best playmakers right there and see what he can do. And Bellevue West with good field position.
Gets up to the 39-yard line. Bellevue West with their second possession in this second half.
So it was heavy Goff in the first possession of the second half for Bellevue West. Let's see if they lean on him or try and get the ball in their playmakers' hands.
As the ball is handed off there, I believe it's Davon Hall in that little pitch forward play. Hall gets maybe one. They're going to give him one.
Yeah, it was 81 Reese Kircher with the just literally hanging on to the jersey there to hold him back.
And Mr. Reimer literally grabbed my polo shirt here and tugged me, just like what happened on the field.
I could be a get-back coach.
Get back. As Kalen throws the ball complete out to McMorris. McMorris getting away from his tacklers. Ooh, and he gets bent back, kind of like a stapler on that play.
Yeah, he's looking up saying, come on. Whistle was done. That was a little aggressive after the play, but he's a tough kid. He's going to bounce back. And look at this, 3rd and 9, Jeremy. The defense is 3rd and 5. I apologize. Defense is exciting. They see an opportunity here.
3rd and 5. Will it lead to a 3-and-out for the Bellevue West offense here? As Kalen rolls out to his left, and there's going to be a penalty. Hector Knock was tripped up, and there was a penalty. Pass interference, and that will lead to a first down. Big penalty there.
Huge penalty, but it might have been a touchdown-saving penalty.
Absolutely.
Had a step, definitely had the size, and if he catches that in stride, that might have been 6.
So it falls incomplete, but that's okay. It'll be a first down for Bellevue West as they mark 15 yards off here.
Glad they didn't get an excessive celebration on that.
Absolutely.
It looked like Hector Knock had a little bit of gamesmanship at the end of there.
1st and 10, balls on the 40-yard line now.
I like that play call. They haven't thrown a whole lot in Hector Knock's direction. He's a big target with good hands.
The tight end seam play down the streaking down the middle as the ball's handed off to Goff, and he picks up 8.
Look at that. He seems to be averaging 5, 6, 7 yards a touch right now, seemingly getting what he wants.
If I'm Coach Huffman, I'm seeing less than 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Just, run the clock down, get the ball, and score in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's tricky because you have mouths to feed, right? And you have egos to handle, but your success right now.
And a big stop there on 2nd down. Be 3rd down and 2 to go. That's the first time we've seen Goff stopped.
Yeah, that's all right, though. Keep feeding the ball. Keep running the clock. You need to pick up 3. Huffman's got 2 plays to do it.
Yep, absolutely. You're out of that range where you're not punting and you can't kick a field goal. So you got 2 plays to get 3 yards. The ball is handed off to Goff. Goff picks up the first down, and he gets about 5 after the fact. So about a 7-8 yard run here, and a new set of downs for the Thunderbirds.
Broden ball with the stop there.
So 1 minute to go here in the third quarter, and you just take your time at this point. You're up 8.
This is what happens when you play Papillion-La Vista South, right? It's just kind of a muck-it-up type of game. Who's going to be tougher?
And a fantastic stop there as Goff is trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and they'll give him back to the line of scrimmage. The little extracurriculars. The play was stopped. Number 91 for the Titans was in there, Aiden Barnaby. He had a fantastic stop. He beat his man and made it in the backfield.
Everyone in the field knew it was going to Goff on that one, including Papio South. And it looked, Huffman was not happy with that.
And he's going to pull off his team here. And we will go to the fourth quarter. The score is Bellevue West 28, Papillion-La Vista Titans 20. And we'll go to the fourth quarter, and we're going to check in with our videographer, Lucas. Lucas, what do you think for the fourth quarter?
Well, I think Bellevue West's offense is doing pretty good, and the Papillion's defense is doing also pretty good too. So it's kind of cancels out, I guess.
Yeah. So should we put this one in the barn for a W for the T-Birds already?
I wouldn't say that right now.
Oh, good call there. As we got 12 minutes left of playoff football here in the first round of the Class A state playoff matchup. Papillion-La Vista, the number 10 team, coming in against the number 7 team, Bellevue West. And they're looking like they're trying to upset City here in Bellevue West. The Papillion-La Vista Titans just traveled a little way on 370 to come up 75 to get here on Feynman Field, and they want to play upset.
You know, it is interesting. You look at the bracket, you see some heavy favorites, right? But it's not like it's been in years past in Class A when there's one clear-cut favorite, one or two. There's probably 5, 6, 7 teams that have a legitimate shot at the state title this year, and everybody sees that. It's up for grabs.
You know what it's called? It's called parity.
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 I thought it was potpourri.
No, that's different. At 12 minutes here as we start the fourth quarter, the handoff to C.J. Goff gets the clock running again on the second down play. So it'll be third down.
They're probably 6, right?
7.
Third and 7.
Third and 7. So you're outside of that field goal range like we've been talking, and you got 2 plays to pick up 7 yards. This is usually when you find Isaiah McMorris or number 5, Davon Hall, and they are bracketing Hall on this side of the field.
Oh, they're not
going to let Hall beat you, as he's going to throw the ball incomplete to Goff. And number 93 on the coverage, you usually don't call a defensive lineman, but Josh Myers was ready even if Goff caught that ball.
Yeah, I like that play call from Huffman. Try to take advantage of the pressure from the edge. Set up the screen. It just was a little underthrown, and now it's a pretty big play, right? Fourth and 7?
4th and 7 to go after the running back screen failed. 4th and 7. This could be the third time within the 25-yard line that Papillion-La Vista has stopped. And it is thrown wide open to Echternach. Touchdown, 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 Thunderbirds. And that's the touchdown you needed if you're a T-Birds fan.
Goodness gracious, the patience, the maturity on that throw from Danny Dimes. You've got playmakers on both sides. Everyone's looking at 3 and 5, potentially 15, and you leave your huge tight end target wide open in the end zone. Danny still had to find him and deliver, and that's exactly what he did.
So you got a touchdown. That's his 5th touchdown of the game after Ian Shepard kicks it.
Ian.
So it's 35-20, 11 minutes and 18 seconds to go here on the 4th and 7 play. The Bellevue West Thunderbirds turn it into a touchdown, and that's why you have the score we do. It's a 15-point ball game.
So as Lucas said, you still have to play the entire fourth quarter. You can't relax at all, but you can definitely breathe slightly easier if you're a T-Bird fan right now. You like seeing a 15-point lead a lot better than a 8-point lead. And Papio South, you know, they are a little bit slower in their offense. Let's see if they try to change up their offensive strategy here and put some points on the board quickly.
Thumbs up, Lucas? Thumbs up. Yep, he called that, folks, after the start of the fourth quarter.
Lucas, or do you mean General MacArthur here?
Yeah.
He's dressed up for Halloween, looking very, very sharp.
Very dapper. As Ian Shepard's getting ready to kick the ball off back to Papillion-La Vista South, and they have been giving everything and the kitchen sink to Bellevue West to keep this a 35-20 ball game. Defense has been playing better than the score indicates, and the offense is doing anything they can to score.
Absolutely. It's just well-devised plays from Papillion-La Vista South that are executing at a high level. Like you said, the defense is playing well.
Yeah. As the ball is kicked off to Shepard to number 6. Number 6 for the Titans,
Flag
Zach
on the field.
Stevenson.
Coming in
recovers
right
the
here.
ball. We'll see. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 5, Kylan Connor was not number 6. Number 5.
A great return. If it stands, it's
And
excellent field position.
And the Titans are looking like it's going to go against them. Looks like it's going to be a holding. Block in the back.
Yeah, this is where you try to get that extra little inch. You start pressing a little bit. Maybe the nerves make you do something that you haven't done the entire game, and you want to just make sure that you stay disciplined, you stay calm, and play your game. Yep. 11 minutes to go is still plenty of time.
Those hidden yards really, when you're the underdog, those hidden yards add up, and when you don't get that nice return and you get a penalty, it really hurts your chances of pulling on the upset. As the ball is pitched out to Jones, Jones is going to pick up the first down. Hard, tough run on the left side of the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. Haven't seen that play call from them all night long. Just a simple pitch out to the corner, but it was successful. Take advantage of your speed. West has done a good job of clogging up the center, so let's see what we find on the outside.
10 minutes, 55 seconds. The clock is moving, and it looks like they're going to stop the clock for a change out of the ball, and they'll give a new set of a play clock here.
Notice the play clock is working. I told you Morrow would get that fixed.
The
AD, John Morrow, doing yeoman's work.
Play clock wasn't functioning correctly in the first half. As Schuler receives the snap, throws it out to number 12 or number 13.
So number 39 for Bellevue West didn't get the tackle there, Vaccaro Stano, but he's the one who fought through his block and was able to hold him up long enough to get his support up there. Excellent, excellent defense there by Stano, and Caleb Jacobmeyer finishes him off.
Number 12, Roy Skogaro on the reception. Now it's second down and 10 to go. So it was no gain on the play. It goes in the stat book as a reception, though.
Sometimes the way West puts up numbers, the defense is playing some backups by now. So this is a good test of their stamina here.
As Schooler will get the ball, and he'll keep it himself. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He may get back to the line of scrimmage there. They might give him one. Be third down and long to go.
Jacobmeyer again with the stop and the pressure by Jamarian Campbell the entire way. The speed of Schuler was not put to the test at that point. Jamarian Campbell's having a heck of a game tonight.
3rd and 9, and the time is still moving here.
Yeah, really patient. Well, it looks like so we had to get the right personnel on the field.
And they have 8 seconds.
6.
See if they'll get the play called here. But all important, that's game clock that's eking away. And now it's 4th down and 6 to go. You're going to have to probably punt, maybe.
Nathan Hudek with the stop there. Jaden Bullion as well. Huge play.
They're keeping the offense out on the field. And, I guess when you're down by 15, you got to.
At this point, you absolutely have to. And this is the ball game. All right, if Bellevue West is able to stop, even if the offense can't put up scores, you're looking at 5 minutes left on the clock to put up 2. Call your best play right here, Coach.
And they have been doing trick plays all night. So let's see what happens here. And it's a play-action pass, and he's being ran down, and the ball's thrown incomplete. Bellevue West defense holds on 4th and 5. They get the turnover and downs themselves. Bellevue West will get the ball back with 8 minutes, 27 seconds, up 15.
Chris Lawson, Jamarian Campbell right in his face. Excellent pressure on that. Never gave him time to settle. Defense is feeling pretty good right there. That is their best stand of the night. And now the Thunderbirds can really milk the clock, slow it down. Like I said, even if you don't score, just run the ball. Take out as much clock as you can. Try and close the door.
Number 39, Vaccaro Stano on the pass defense there. Great job not letting that become a completion because he had the height advantage. It just wasn't a complete ball. As Kalen comes out with C.J. Goff to his left. Daniel Kalen has 5 touchdown throws, but if I give anybody an MVP tonight, it has to be Goff.
Yeah, it's Goff along with the offensive line, right? But Goff has been the bell cow. We haven't seen that a lot this season, but that's been a staple of Huffman in the past, right? Find a running back that you trust, feed him the rock again and again and again, and that's what's happening tonight.
We talked to a good one at halftime. Hope you didn't miss it. L.J. Richardson was in the booth with us, the freshman, redshirt freshman at Wyoming. Special job there. As the ball's thrown out, and it's kind of like a running play as Davon Hall gets the reception, and it'll be 3rd down and probably 5, 6. They're going to call it 3rd down and 6 to go here. But the clock continues to move, so it factors in as a running play. 3rd down and 6, and Bellevue West is going to take their time.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean,
right? You've got 19 seconds on the play clock. Don't hike the ball until it gets down to 5, 6, 7. Milk this.
And some offenses don't function as well when they get into that 4-minute variety. As C.J. Goff will not pick up the first down, but he'll get about 3. So he'll make it 4th down and 3.
Yeah, 4th and 2.5 almost.
And Daniel Kalen is your punter. He's only punted 8 times on the season. But they're all huddling up, and they're going to say 4th down and 2.
Yeah, so if Papillion South stops on downs, they get the ball on their 37. They still have a lot of field to go. This is a no-brainer.
But still, you give them that momentum. The mighty Mo is a scary thing, and it is Halloween weekend.
Trying to draw them off here.
Yeah, I thought maybe, and the ball is thrown complete to Davon Hall. Why was I worried, folks? Because is it Halloween weekend? Is that why I was worried? As the ball is completed for the first down, the chains will move on 4th.
Huffman said, fine, I'll throw it to Hall.
First down.
Make me pick up 6.
First down, 6 minutes and 23 seconds.
And now you can really start to relax.
Yeah, and the clock is not moving because the ball was completed and he ran out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Don't look for him to do that again.
And you just had to get the first down. So the ball is being handed off to C.J. Goff. He goes off to the right side, and he gets the first down. So they're he's having a fantastic night filling in for Gio Contreras.
Sorry, I'm looking at scores. I'm trying to potentially see matches in the future.
The Gretna match. We're asking Mr. Stubbe to look up the Gretna match at #NEBPreps to see what the score is of the Gretna Lincoln Southeast game. See if the Knights, the Southeast, can pick up the win on the road in Gretna to see if we might host a second round game.
Who'd have thought, Jeremy?
As the ball is handed off to Mr. Goff again.
Good job, CJ. Just keep running that rock.
And I know we said in years past, I am from Lincoln. The city of Lincoln has had 7 total teams in the playoffs this year between all classes.
Is that a lot?
It seems like a lot for most years. The drought of Lincoln continues, and it probably will again this year.
So the score is 27-24. Gretna ahead by 3 with how much to go? Like 10 minutes, he says.
So Southeast has a puncher's chance.
Are they the Rockets?
They are the Lincoln Southeast Knights.
Oh, the Knights. Knights of Columbus.
And if you've been to where Lincoln Southeast is located, it is nowhere south anymore, and it is nowhere east. As the ball is handed off to C.J. Goff, it'll be 3rd down and 5, under 5 minutes now, 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
3rd and 3, he was able to pick up 2 on that. As 4 minutes and 40 seconds go, Bellevue was calmly marching down the field. Not resignation yet from Papillion-La Vista, but they can kind of read what's going on at this point.
as they are going to milk all the clock's worth here tonight in a hard-fought game by both teams. Let me emphasize that. Both teams have fought very hard. As Goff almost saw the end zone, he picks up the first down, which he wanted to probably score a touchdown, but the clock is still moving.
Ben Schaefer still got one good licking on him, though. Goff saw a touchdown. He did not hear Schaefer breathing down his neck, and he got a pretty good lick.
So 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Still 20 seconds left on the play clock. First down and 4 to go before you hit the goal line.
Yeah, folks are going to see the final score of this game, and they're going to assume that it was a blowout. But it was a much closer game than the score is going to dictate. Tip of the cap to Papillion-La Vista South. They played a heck of a game so far.
It's tough to play a team, 2 weeks in a row. And as Kalen tries to run the option here, and Papillion-La Vista South is going to call a timeout. So their first timeout of the second half. Timeout number 2, Fletcher Anders and Beck come up with, ask what is the key to Papillion-La Vista South finishing this game strong?
I'm not sure how to answer that one, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Add a quarter? Let's go 5. Yeah, it would take a miracle at this point. And, never say never.
I remember
it could
a couple
happen.
Weeks ago when we thought Bellevue West was going to beat Gretna.
That's absolutely right. But there was a little bit more time, and Gretna has a pretty darn good quarterback.
Absolutely. And here we go as they'll come out of the timeout. Second down and 3 before you hit the goal line.
Remind me, Jeremy, the score of last week was what? Was it 41-10?
42-20.
42. I meant to say 20. 42-20. We might come pretty close to that.
Yeah, it could be right on the dot.
That's
here.
right.
Wouldn't that be eerie or spooky?
Oh.
As
werewolf bar mitzvah, spooky, scary.
Mr. Stuvey was going to owe us some money if we could get so many Halloween references in one playoff game proposal. As they go in the Thundercat, and C.J. Goff wants to score. He gets stopped, denied at the end zone, and we get a timeout from the Titans again.
43 said, my season isn't over yet. Let's go.
Tickets are on sale now for Arsenic and Old Lace.
Ooh, speaking of scary.
A hilarious family comedy about sweetest of old ladies who just happen to also be mass murderers. Add in some romance, physical comedy, and a family dysfunction, and you've got a recipe for a killer night out.
I love that.
Shows are Thursday, November 3rd at 4 p.m. and Friday, November 4th and Saturday, November 5th at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at bwhsne.booktix, BOOKTIX.com, or at the box office the night of the show. Free for teachers and people with activity passes. See you there.
Some say it's Addie Stuvey's and Jenny Wallen's best work to date.
Mr. Stuvey's daughter
plays a corpse.
As the ball is taken in by number 10, Danny Kalen has a rushing touchdown to cap off his 5-touchdown throw night. So you're going to see tomorrow morning when Pops Gasil or the writers of the Omaha World Herald say 6 touchdowns by Danny Kalen leading the Thunderbirds over the Titans.
It's been an impressive night for him. The defense was spirited for Papillion-La Vista South, but Kalen was successful as we kicked it. Ian
42-20, and that was the score of last week's ball game. Will it stand? 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. Will it finish? 2 weeks in a row.
Stands is called.
The same two teams in a 42-20 game. It'll be interesting.
Pretty exciting, Jeremy. Exciting stuff. Can I, since the game is 42-20, can I brag about something? I know it's not all about me, but I did win my Mario Kart tournament today against the students. So, lots of winners at Bellevue West today.
So some people go and they win playoff games, and some people brag about their Mario Kart.
Hey, a champion's a championship, right? We're going to the ship, baby.
As Mr. Reimer, is facing kids twice his, junior.
That's to my detriment. This is what they do. This is their language,
Was
the
this
video games.
Nintendo 64?
Oh, how dare you. It was the Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice. So
the first and second player who were leading had to ride the bus, so they weren't able to complete the final leg of the race. But I still won.
You still won, okay.
Just like Bellevue West has a good chance of still winning here.
It's 42-20.
Pretty
3
good
minutes
chance.
and 18 seconds. You hope you can hold on to the lead as the ball is kicked off to number 12. Number 12 for the Titans.
Look at this.
And he is getting across the midfield to the 45-yard line by Roy Skogerbo.
Well, that's what you need. You need a spark. You need a couple more minutes on the clock, but Papillion South not giving up.
Just when you thought it was in the barn, folks. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Anything can happen.
Anything is possible.
Spooky weekend here. First round of the playoffs. You're facing a team you just faced. A lot of emotions. Playoff football. Still 27-24?
That's what they said over there. Yep, still listening.
Still 27-24 in the Southeast Gretna matchup.
Delayed pitch.
And the delay pitch to number 43.
Didn't fool anybody.
Yep,
Bellevue
number
West.
43, Trace Marco on the little pitch reception there up the middle.
They didn't bite. They sat in. Gain of 1. Game of 2. Mr. Lemon corrected me. But again, not a lot of hurry, rush. It seems like the offense is content to take their time.
Second down and 8 to go. As the ball is
that.
thrown to number 43. And nice play on defense from the Thunderbirds. Not giving up an inch. Trace Marco received the reception, and he was stopped immediately.
Alex Nichols was there to stop him, and while he didn't finish the tackle, he fought him off long enough to get the rest of the team there. Great position by Alex Nichols.
Third down and 8 to go.
Team was fired up there on the sidelines. Coaches loved that.
So 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter as there's a official's timeout for an injured player getting off the field, and it will start the clock again. Third down and 12 to go, and you've got to go for it on fourth down if you don't pick it up here. So you're looking at 3rd and 12 to pick up 2. You have 2 plays to pick them up. So the ball's thrown, almost interception there.
In and out of the hands of Donovan Whitfield, whose number hasn't been called a lot tonight, and that's a good thing. That means he's doing his job.
Fourth down in 13, it says on the scoreboard, but it's really 12. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go here in the first round of the state Class A NSAA playoffs here. You're listening to the Thunderbeat, and you're watching us on TeamPrep1.com. As the ball is being thrown out by Schuler, he's has all time to throw. Throws incomplete. Bellevue West will take over the ball starting at their own 47-yard line. 1 minute, 33 seconds. And the Titans cannot stop Bellevue West from running this game out.
Can go victory formation. Tip of the cap to Coach Clemenger and Papillion South. That's a tough team, and I just ran into a better one tonight. Bellevue West clicking on offense and defense. Was able to withstand some trick plays, some creative offensive calls, and some momentum shifting back and forth. But you like the confidence that you can take off of this and build going into the next game. Depending on who you face, it's possible, Jeremy, we might have another home game.
We'll see what happens in that Gretna-Lincoln Southeast game as the ball is fumbled and Danny Kalin will fall on it. So a negative play, but when you're trying to run the clock out, it looks like it's going to benefit you anyway.
And we have a time.
The Titans are going to call their last timeout of the evening, and we are out of timeout reads. So should we ask Mr. Stuvey a question?
Stubby, what if you had a choice between pumpkin pie, apple pie, or some hot porridge, what would you choose?
Pumpkin pie all the way.
Stuvey doesn't get to speak anymore. That's the wrong answer. Apple pie, of course, is the right answer. As long as he didn't say porridge. That stuff is the true nightmare. Goodness, it's disgusting. Jeremy, have you ever had porridge that is tasty? The answer is no. Nobody has.
You're talking to a guy that doesn't mind malto meal. So.
Stop it. Folks, I'm sorry you had to hear that. On behalf of Bellevue Public Schools, I apologize for the horror that was just brought over the radio.
So you're listening to us on teamprep1.com, and we thank all the subscribers who've stuck with us all year long as the first down is we get back to the first line of scrimmage. CJ Goff picks up about 8 yards on that second down play. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 to go.
If this is the last home game, Jeremy, it's been a pleasure calling it for you. I appreciate Miss Rouse, Mr. Stuvey, giving us the opportunity to come back and do this again.
It's been an absolute blast to do this, but we're hoping that we get another home game next week.
We got a shot.
And it'd be great as they come out in victory formation here.
Lucas, if Bellevue West is able to host a game next week, you back to run the camera for us? Let's go.
Nice.
Flag on the side.
The dream team back together again, bringing that playoff winning magic, right? Illegal formation. They had too many people in the backfield, and I wondered about that.
Yeah.
That they did not have, 7 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Not a good look when your team doesn't know how to
had
correctly run the victory formation, but
now they have 4 in the backfield, 7 on the line of scrimmage, and the victory formation kneel down comes to play. Bellevue West brings over their players for the handshake line here.
And that's ball game.
And that will be the ball game, folks. And just like last week's score, the final score is Thunderbirds 42, the Papillion-La Vista South Titans 20, and that will end your first round playoff match here. Bellevue West will go on. Their foe is yet to be determined at this point. It's the result of the Gretna-Lincoln Southeast game happening in Gretna right now. Final thoughts, Mr. Reimer?
That's a great football game. That was fun to watch. It was, you and I have seen all types of games on this field. We've seen some blowouts. We've seen some crushing losses. But games like this are pretty satisfying when it's 2 good quality teams playing quality football against one another, right? But Bellevue West has to like their chances moving forward. Their players are, for the most part, healthy and playing well, and hopefully get some confidence going next week.
Absolutely. You're looking for another second-round victory here for Coach Huffman in his 10th year of being the head coach here at Bellevue West, looking for another state title, as he already has 2. So you got to win next week, and whoever it is, if it's Gretna, if it's Lincoln Southeast, look for updates on the Thunderbeat and on Twitter if you can follow them as the Thunderbirds come over to meet the crowd here and the marching band for the final pep band's rally song. Bellevue West defeats their Class A2 district foe to score 42-20 here at John A. Feynman Field. Our coverage of tonight's game was made possible by several student journalists for the Thunderbeat. This broadcast was co-produced by Fletcher Anders and Beck Frazier. Our on-field photographer was Brooklyn Grout, and our videography in the booth was by Mr. Lucas Pachakchek. Updates on Twitter tonight's were provided by Mia Fox. Thank you for joining us for tonight's game. Bellevue West versus the Papillion-La Vista South Titans. Your final score is Bellevue West 42, the Papillion-La Vista South Titans 20 in this first round of the Class A NSAA playoffs here. You listened and watched us on teamprep1.com. If we have a home game, we'll be on there again next week, probably 7 o'clock here at John Feynman Field. Looking forward to it. And before we go, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to do this again. And go Thunderbirds!